material?
We're live. You can do one bit.
And we are live. Welcome to the LA School of Comedy. This is the open mic Monday, August 1st. Yeah, bring it up for yourself. Way to go. We made it here tonight. This will be fun. You're here to work out, so let's get working out real quick. We have open mics Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hello, guests. Welcome to the show. We got an audience. This is fun. Also, Haha Comedy has open mics Monday through Friday. Sign-ups at 6 if you want a guaranteed spot. Also, open mics everywhere all over town. You can see that on ianrusso.com, about Slava. And which one?
Comedy Bureau.
And the Comedy Bureau. Or you can follow some of these folks in here and you can, stalk them and see where they're doing mics. So that's the kind of environment that I want to get out. Anyway, so moving on to jokes. Yeah, I'm starving, if I'm honest. I tried this new thing, intermittent fasting. Yeah. I haven't eaten for about like 2 weeks, so yeah, I'm seeing colors now. That's really good. But I'm really hungry, so I'm hungry for comedy. You guys ready for some comedy? That's what we're here for. We're not here to watch me make jokes at your expense. So I'm gonna get the show started. We're gonna kick off the show with a. We're not gonna kick off the show.
Oh wait.
Yeah? Alright, we're gonna hold real quick for all of our audience at home. Thank you for watching.
Why don't you do some of your skits?
Do you want some?
I'm okay. Okay, why don't you, but what are you offering me?
It's orange chicken and chow mein. I don't really want all of it.
You know what? What's up, Kenzie? Welcome to the party. Hey. Yeah, sorry, that's me. You know what I've heard actually like multiple comedians using, which means they've just stolen the joke. Is like, you know what I was doing? They're like, I was at Panda Express and there was no orange chicken. This is where you guys go, oh! Exactly, it's a shit joke, all right? So, Panda Express jokes out of here. You thought it was funny?
No, yeah.
No, it is funny. It is funny.
No, it's really funny.
It's tragedy, exactly. I'm not there for the Beijing beef. I'm there for the orange chicken. Anyway, I've stolen it now, so I guess that joke's out of commission. So we're going to get the comedy going here, all right? I want to say thank you all for coming. This is it. We're going to have fun. Let's do it. Okay. I'm just looking for my first victim. That's all. Who is going to be first? All right. Guess by popular demand, we're going to get the lineup started with a very funny gentleman. He is a fantastic performer, a good friend, and I want you guys to put up a nice warm applause for your opener, Patty!
What an honor it is to go up first. I love that. Don't you love to be the first one up? Oh, it's fat. I wouldn't have it any other fucking way. Look at Kenzie, though. Kenzie's back and he's done something sexy with his hair. Look at that fucking guy. Look at him. I'm not gay or anything, but he's fucking hot. Really, I'm serious. If you ever do actually wind up back in jail, I'm going with you. I want to be with you. All right, let's address the elephant in the room. Patty, what the hell are those things that look like pants? First of all, it could be laundry day. Or it could be the fact that my wife bought me, what would you call these, shorts?
No.
Or capris, is that what they are? I sense that they're actually women's capris, but my wife bought them for me in 2017. And it was laundry day, and I've never fucking worn them once. So my wife, I want her to be happy. It's the least I could do. Did I do a wrong thing, Kenzie? I mean, I'm still, for an old fuck, I'm not bad. It's the quest to be fuckable, even if you're not having sex with anyone. Like, in order to be kidnapped, you have to either be rich or fuckable. Is that what it is?
Yep.
I saw Brad Pitt in a dress. Did you see the picture? Brad Pitt? Well, you know what that means? One thing. He's no longer safe from Harvey Weinstein. Hey! Hey! No, it's a movement now where men can wear. First of all, a dress like a skirt is a much more comfortable thing to wear. You know, it's easier to get anything, you know, that you have to get at. I'm not against. I'm Irish. You know, we actually invented the kilt.
Yeah.
Do you know when a skirt becomes a kilt? When my mother walks into the room early, and I'm in her closet, like, Mommy, no, 'tis a kilt. 'Tis a kilt, mother. See, my mom, she had a borderline personality that really knew no fucking borders, none whatsoever. And I used to like, hey, I was a zesty young chap in my day. You know, I know to look at me, you wouldn't think so, but I was. You guys, you know, you have tattoos and various things now. I had an earring that was bold in 1981. I had an earring that I hid from all my parents. I make it like it was a group home. No, but specifically my mother. And she caught me one day, and I remember she says, "Well, no, Patty, what's that in your ear?" I said, "It's an earring, Mommy." "Oh, what do you think?" She said, "Are you queer?" I said, "No, Mommy, it would be in this ear." She said, "Take it out. Don't ever fucking wear it around me. Don't ever." And my mother used the C word a lot. In Ireland, the C word is a minor league swear word. Like grandmothers use it. My own grandmother used to say, "Oh no, Patty, don't be a cunt. Sit down and have a fucking cup of tea, would you?" Come on, no. Come on, no. Oh. It's true. Like if you go over to Ireland, they warn you on the plane because fuck is a noun, a verb, but we say feck, feckin'. Like, and I was born in Belfast in the middle of a fucking civil war. And like it was it was the most violent city on earth. Like there were so many bombings, my mother looked forward to the gunfire. She'd be like, "Oh, Patty, go on out and play. It's only gunfire. Don't be a fucking cunt. Get out there. Fuck that like a beer." But my mother though always used the term queer. She never said gay. Oddly progressive. or like in Irish culture, the Irish patriarch, which would be the dad. They're not the most emotionally available parents, you know, and they didn't have to be. It wasn't expected of you as a dad, you know. So I figured out when I was about 25, I'd been out here for 4 years, that I had never said I love you to my father. And my father had never said I love you to me, which never fucking bothered me before. But I got in an acting class that was very method oriented, and you did these monologues, and I realized he'd never ever said it. And then it became really fucking important to me, man. So we fly back at Thanksgiving, back to Chicago, you know. Yeah, but my father thought Belfast was too violent to raise kids in, so he moved to the south side of Chicago. Think about that for a fucking second. So it was Thanksgiving, we got done with dinner. And I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it to him. And he's watching what he calls the football pattern. And I looked at him and I said, "Dad, I love you." He just kind of looked at me. I didn't say fucking anything. I said, "Dad," I said, "I love you." He said, "Are you queer?" I said, "No, Dad. But I told you I love you." He goes, "Well, then I suppose me too." Never mention this again, Patty. We never have. But you know, sometimes it's not in them. We can't make them, you know, we can't make them something that they're not. It's not, you know, it's nothing malicious really on his part. You just didn't like. I'm older than you guys, right? Like so, like I had to learn to drive. My father taught me how to drive with a stick. You know, it was a stick he would beat me over the head with whenever I made a fucking mistake. But that's how he taught me everything. You know, pretty much. I don't want you to think badly of my father, though. He didn't always beat me with, you know. In the Irish culture, we have a thing called a shillelagh. That's literally Gaelic for a stick you beat your loved ones with. That's what it means in Gaelic, in the language of my people. But he didn't always beat me with the stick. I thought there's sometimes he would drink Rob Roy's and throttle me with an Italian shoe. Good times. Good fucking times. And like what was considered a mixed relationship, my first relationship was a mixed relationship. I was a Catholic and she was a sadistic Jehovah's Witness. Basically what that means is she couldn't climax unless I slammed the door in her face. You could take your fucking time with that. I give you a little something to unwrap. I say that, but she was also what you call a passive-aggressive power bottom. Do you know what this is? Oh my God, it's fucking fabulous. You know, she was like a sexual unicorn. You know, which is like a unicorn, but with orgasms and stuff. That's how rare it is. Fucking sexual unicorn. Barrett?
I understand.
Here's one for the room. Have you ever had just amazing sex with someone who you can just fucking barely stand? It is amazing. It is fucking amazing. Like, I'm what you call a kind of a pompous white liberal. You know, the area I live in on the west side, it's required. So, like, I had what I call a wet nightmare. That's where I'm, in my nightmare, I'm hate fucking Kellyanne Conway. And she's blaming her inability to orgasm on the Obama administration. Some fucking reason! This intermittent, is that what you were on? Intermittent fasting?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, peace on you, brother. Peace on you. Intermittent fasting. I'll tell you something, Dave. First of all, I intermittent fast. What do you think?
Oh, looking good.
Here's the thing about intermittent fasting. First of all, it's kind of like a diet for people with control issues, just like a really disciplined form of bulimia, or. But you go into this thing called ketosis. Ketosis is Greek for the worst fucking breath you ever had in your goddamn. It's bad. I had it coming up here. I belched and my teeth dumped. Very bad. Oh man. Oh man. Let me see if I've got anything that's good. Remember that gal I was talking about, the sadistic Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah.
I was told, like in comedy, that they said, Patty, you need to take a risk. You need to say something where people might not like you. Because another comedian came up to me after a mic I did, and she said, you know, Patty, you're funny, but you're too likable. So I said, go fuck yourself. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're fantastic. I just want to say, first of all, that this would have been a completely different experience if you weren't all here with me. I want to thank you. Thank you. You're actually, as an audience, pretty mediocre. Pretty mediocre. And in closing, I will remind you once again that I was here. And may the least you ever get be the most you ever wish for. I'm Patty, and this is your host, the one, our own Armenian Bradley Cooper. Bring him up. The one and the only Andre Abrahamyan.
That's right. That is so right.
Yes.
Yes, give it up for Patty! Come on! That was, listen, he went into the fire and he did not stop. And you know what? I appreciate that, man. Like Patty, most white people can't say my name at all. And it's Andre Abrahamians. Really, my name is French. It's Andre. Seriously, it's Ensontigu. That's what that little line is. Yeah, a few of you nodding, rest of you dead-eyed. The Ensontigu is Andre. That means the accent's there. But most people are like, hey, Andre. That's the Persian people. Andre or Andre, like there's an off-dre or something. It's like insulting, you know what I mean? Like people get your names. And so like I realized this a few years ago that I don't change. Like I'm not correcting people. I'm so done helping you figure out who I am. Anyway, I'm done ranting. Okay, we're gonna keep, you guys ready for more comedy? Yeah. And keep the comedy going. All right, I'm gonna bring on another very funny comedian. He's been here a lot. He's got his own style. He's a very talented guy. I want you to give a warm round of applause for the Mr. Mike Moody. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I have to Mr. Hey guys. Oh, yay.
You guys don't feel like that in the morning? I feel like that sometimes. Yay! New disappointment. How you guys doing? You guys good? Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Mike Moody. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I grew up with my grandparents. My parents passed away when I was young. Growing up with your grandparents is very interesting, man. Like, growing up with your grandparents is the only time you get beat, and then you ask them if they okay. Like, are you alright? I hear you wheezing. You know. I don't know what it does to your self-esteem to get beat by somebody who's on the prayer list at church. And you're like at church and they're like, pray for Michael's grandmother. And you're like sitting there with a black eye. You're like, she's fine. She's just not here. Oh man. Been trying to work on myself, whatever that is these days. There's so much help to do that, right? It's all on YouTube. And it's on books. And I swear that's like my whole shit, man. Trying to figure that out. Listen to my own thoughts. You guys ever like go to the store or like walk around without headphones on? Isn't that like a fucking thing to do? Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun to hear your raw thoughts? You're like, yo, this is the most negative podcast I've ever listened to in my life. It's like, you suck. Oh my god. Maybe this will be on next week. Shit, man. I love comedy. I like comedy. Yeah, comedy's fun. Yeah. I really do. Yeah. I'm so into comedy that I'm like at this point now where like I don't even pay attention to my friends like normal lives. Like I was talking to one of my friends, like his son was like born, and I called him that day and I didn't bring it up at all, and I was like, yo man, what's going on with you, man? He was just like, yo, it was actually like 3 days after he was born. He was like, yo, he's 3 days old. And I was like, yeah, that's great. And I was like, listen to this and tell me if you hear any jokes. I just want to know what you think about these jokes. I don't know why. That's how I feel. I'm just like an asshole, I guess. Oh, man. Well, this is the wrong set of notes. And I was going to do like these relationship bits. I'm trying to figure this shit out, man. Anybody in a relationship? Who's in a relationship? Well, yeah, you're married. Master. You're a master. You, gangster. What y'all got going on?
Raise your hand that much.
Yeah, y'all didn't raise your hand. Y'all living that life, that cool life. That's cool, man. I don't know.
Define a relationship.
Yeah.
I know that's where we are right now. I don't even know what that means anymore. Don't know. I don't know anymore. Especially like I feel like because I be on like dating apps and shit, and like you're just casing out like who's crazy. Like that's all you're doing. You don't really know this person. You're really trying to figure it out in real life, but you don't because you don't meet people in real life anymore. I don't know. I'd be on the dating apps, but women are way better at dating apps. Way better because they have ghostwriters. They got like a team of writers. Like you hit her up, she screenshots that shit to about 8 people. They figure out a response. I was talking to one chick, I was like, what turns you on? She was like, intelligence. I was like, that sounds like an answer from the council. So you can't just get off on intelligence alone. I was like, what do you have, a dildo at home that spits out Alan Watts quotes? The desire, not the desire, is still a desire. Just sitting on knowledge and information. I don't know, man. Shit is fun to me. I feel like now, because I'm like older, I'm like, what's important to me in relationships is starting to become way more like superficial, but not like in the superficial way that you think. Like I was dating this one chick and like it wasn't really going like that, like it wasn't going that well. Like it was all right. But you know, I really stayed around because like, you know, I got the best sleep at her house. And it's weird, right? I can't tell her that. You know what I mean? She's like, I think we should see other people. And I'm like, yeah, I'll leave in the morning because I'm exhausted. These 8 hours and I'll be out of here. You can set up a new person, I don't really give a shit. Oh man, no, I just that happened. I was dating this one chick, and she was from Africa, and I was texting her before she came here, and like I like that concept of a foreign woman because she's not paying attention. Like she sees what happens in society differently because she's not in it. So we went to like Grand Central Market and shit, and we were eating, and this was probably like her second day here. And she was like, so, I have a couple questions. I was like, what's going on? She was like, so white people take their dogs everywhere, right? And I was like, yeah, they do. I didn't even notice that shit until you said something. We need comfort here. I don't know what it's like in your land, but that's what we need. I know that, I don't know. I play relationships differently. It's just different, man, to me. I just trying to figure it all out. You know, I like arguing though. I feel like arguing gets places. Like you get shit done for like 10 minutes is healthy. Like, you know what I mean? It's healthy. Don't throw shit. I'm just saying, like, you get things done. Sometimes you don't want to argue. You know? And that person gets mad when you don't want to argue. You know what I mean? Like, because they're ready to argue. Have you ever been in a room where somebody's ready, and she's ready to argue, and then you're like, and she's like, and you like, you're right, and you just say you're right? You know what it's like? It's so weird. That's like if you had like an Olympic team go to a foreign country to like play in the Olympics, and then they got off the plane and you just gave them the gold medal. And they were like, this is not how I wanted this. I trained all summer for this. Oh man. What's going on? So apparently we have to like go do a sit-in at Sesame Place, right? Because it's like racist. There's not enough black people in the room to understand or laugh at that. But no, you can laugh at it. That's the whole point. I don't know. We're just trying to gain comfort in weird places. I didn't know we actually were comfortable in theme parks. I was terrified as a kid in theme parks. I didn't know theme parks actually made you comfortable. Until you were an adult and you'd be like drunk and walk through the theme park. You know what I mean? I didn't know. It's a lot. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening anymore. Like with that type of shit. I just be over it. I don't know. I feel like the world is just on edge. You guys feel that? Am I tripping? Or is like the world not on edge? I be feeling like that shit like every day. I don't know. Like our president and shit.
He is stupid.
I don't know how I feel about the president. I always feel like whoever's the president should be able to drive me home. At night. And if you can't do that, you shouldn't be the president. If you don't, you might not know where the direction of the country's going, but you should know where the direction of this car is going. You know what I mean? God damn it. I don't know. I saw a sign when he was running for office, and it was like Biden would save the world, which I thought was a lot. That's a lot to say. You don't just survive saving the world. It's more like a suicide mission. Like Jesus didn't even save the world, you know? He made alcohol with his friends and got killed by local law enforcement. So that's what happened to Jesus. It did. I know people don't want to do. I grew up in the South. I can talk about Jesus. He's disappointed me a few fucking times. I'm sorry, somebody's like hard Christian here. I don't know. I'll be just at home watching like YouTube videos of conspiracy theories. It's like modern horror. Like I love that shit. Cause it's probable. You ever get like it's probable. I like that shit. I'm not gonna go into any because this shit gets recorded, but they are the life of the party. I'm into those. Just thinking about shit all day I can't control. Isn't that awesome? This is dope as shit. I don't know, man. I'll figure that shit out. I guess I gotta get back out there and do dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because one of my friends, she was like, yo, man, you gotta go back out there, man. There's so much pussy to be gotten.
Oh my god.
If you won't get it, I will. I didn't know it was a competition, but I guess we're doing this. That's how it is. I don't front. That's how it be going. Women give like way better advice because women are not clueless about women.
Yeah.
Dudes don't know what the fuck they talking about. I know that for a fact. I'm old enough to know. Oh man. Okay. So work. You guys working?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yay. We stopped working for so long. We realized we didn't need to work. You notice that it was enough time to realize that life, you didn't need to work, you know what I mean? Because we all stopped for a second, except the important people. But Jobs are complicated. You know that? And if you're good at your job, people might not like you because, like, they're complicated, you know? Like, do you know that the lawyer that got Bill Cosby out of jail is a woman? Do y'all know that? Yeah. Y'all know that shit, right? Y'all don't talk about it. I was gonna ask the ladies in the room because I don't feel like I'm over here saying shit. It's true, though. You think her friends are gonna have a good time at brunch? They probably fuck her up at brunch. They get really drunk and they're like, how was work, bitch? Keeping the weirdos on the street, I see. And then she's like, he paid for this. And then they all have to humble themselves and drink drinks that were technically bought by Bill Cosby. Because jobs are complicated. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Give it up for Mike Mooney. That was very funny. Love the Bill Cosby closer. It's something we all can relate to. We all used to watch Cosby, you know, and thinking, you never watched Cosby Show as a kid? This whole cancel culture just makes you like look back at your life and be like, what a mistake it all was. But talking about, you know, sex. I'm just gonna get into it. You know, you guys ever catch your parents having sex? Or even better, how about your grandparents? Have you guys ever caught your grandparents? No, seriously, has this ever happened to anyone here? No. Happened one time to me, I swear to God. Yeah, I came back from school and I was like, because my parents were out living their lives, and yeah, maybe they were having sex, true. So I get back and I just go over, I'm like, Grandma, and I just hear, and I was like, yeah, I mean, there's probably other things that I didn't hear, like, is it hard? You know, like, I don't know why they're all Jewish people now, but, like, that's what I imagined my grandfather sounded like before I grew up. But what you were saying, Mike, I totally connected. Women that are not from this country, it's a whole different ballgame. You know, they look at the world differently. I dated this girl from Italy. She was a huge Trump supporter. Yeah, right? She was like, I hate the immigrants. And I was like, whoa, you're an immigrant. Like, that's ironic. Like, but like, I thought about it. I was like, well, you know, like, what if she likes dirty talk? And dirty talk's complicated too, because like, you can't just be like because we barely spoke the same. She didn't speak any English, you know? So like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I Italian? I say I speak Italian. I don't anymore. Like, I know the basic directions, you know? Come si dice, that's like universal, you know? But anyway, I was just like, you know, what am I gonna... Pat, it's a joke, man. I'm saying I don't know my Italian, so what am I gonna do? I'll be like Mambo Italiano in bed? Like, just, yeah, ciao, bella, yo tengo la biblioteca. Exactly, it didn't work out because she was a Trump lover. But anyway, weird transition for our next comedian. You guys ready for more comedy? Yeah. Let's keep it going. This guy's a very funny actor, he's a model. Also, you know, he was a child actor, if I'm not incorrect here. Yeah, so I want you to give a warm hand of applause for the very talented Barrett Carroll.
Oh, no problem.
I don't have pink eye. It's just not today, at least. So listen, I didn't really have anything, so I just figured I would go through the backlogs of what I need to talk to my therapist about. Well, first off, I wanted to mention, because Patty was talking about like wearing, you know, when he was a tranny as a child, and he was talking about dressing up as, you know, in dresses and all that as a kid. So, well, I did that too, and I was pretty confused as a kid, and I'm 29, still pretty confused. But anyway, so I grew up very, very religious. And I was like, you know, just expressive, and like I saw women and I like wanted that, but also wanted to be that. I'm talking when I was like 3-4 years old. But I would put on my parents like big shirts like down here, you know what I mean? And I would like sometimes like I didn't want to be a woman, but I would like sometimes pretend I was a woman, because like I don't know. They did like other fun things. My grandma was pretty fabulous. I don't know. Like I painted my nails a couple times and would like pretend like I was driving like my grandma does, because she was like, anyway. But when my parents caught me, I told them that I was pretending to be Bible characters, because it was not a dress, it was a robe. know. So if you're ever in a sticky situation like that, that's how you work around it. But oh, actually, I want to say more about dresses. You know, it's wild when people wear whatever they want to wear, you know, and most of the time the people who criticize that are usually the direct ancestors of like Europeans. I'm myself very European, but the people who are like really against it, especially Middle America, they don't want people to wear. They're like, well, men wear pants, women wear, you know, dresses. It's like, okay, a couple hundred years ago, the dudes were wearing high heels. They were wearing makeup. They were wearing wigs. Like, that's what the dudes did. Okay. End of that. Now let's get on to my TED Talks about why I'm pretty sure Rapunzel did meth a couple times. I'm pretty sure Rapunzel did meth because, and not like, I don't think she was a regular user. I just think that she did it like, you know, once or twice. Because I relate to Rapunzel in some ways, and I've tried meth like once or two times. And I like to just like dabble, you know. But the reason I relate to Rapunzel is I grew up not only very religious, but very restricted. I lived in my own little tower, which was an acreage with a barbed wire fence around it, in a right-wing Christian fundamentalist cult in Oklahoma, where my father believed that he was sent here by God to stop the enrollment process of the Mark of the Beast. So that was really fun. Didn't go to school until college. I had to put my hand on his hip to get permission to speak. And what else? Yeah, I mean, that was really the fun times. Let me see what else I want to talk about. Oh, yeah, so Rapunzel and meth, those are really important topics. Let's see. Yeah, but just like Rapunzel, I got out of there, and so did she. At 16, I left. I actually took a ski pole. This is how I left. I took a ski pole, and I finally was just like, okay, fuck this, you know. And I took a ski pole and I broke into my father's safe and I got my birth certificate and my social security card. And I was like, peace, bitches. Not quite like that, but, you know, close enough. I did, so the reason I brought up Rapunzel doing meth is because when you grow up in such a restricted environment, like, you are bound to explore things. And oftentimes that happens. And I'm not the only one. Because a lot of times parents who are very controlling of their kids, it's like you tell the kid not to put their finger in the light socket. What do they want to do? They want to go put their finger in the light socket. So it's like you want to tell your kid, well, one, you want to tell them not to fuck guys. That's probably what they're going to do. Not speaking from personal experience or anything. And you want to tell them not to do drugs. Like, they want to do drugs, you know? And so it's, yeah, let me see what else I have to talk about. How's everybody's day going?
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh yeah, okay, so here's another issue in therapy. So speaking of drugs and, you know, sex and all that, I recently started this terrible habit of dating men, and I just was like, you know, why not go for it? I've always been sexually confused, like pretty much my whole life. And it's also funny because when I was young and I dated almost entirely women, not like they had parts missing, just like I was dating women, you know. But I was dating women, people would always accuse me of being gay. They're just like, you're gay, you know. And now I'm like mostly just dating men, and I get accused all the time on the internet of queer baiting.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, can I never just like live my life? You know what I mean? Can I never just like be like, I'm like trying, people, you know, I'm trying to figure it out. But you know, the real problem with especially religious trauma, I was recently like seeing this guy, and I had, well, one, it's just awful. I mean, dating men is just awful. I don't know why. I mean, really, you know, sexuality is not a choice, because why would you choose that? And not all men, you know, you know, you got to say that because there's going to be men that get pissed. But it's, you know, it's most men. And it's weird because you think, like, you know, with straight men, like, you can tell the size of a straight man's penis by the size of his truck, but it's just like reverse engineered. So like the bigger the truck, the tinier the penis, and that's just science. But that being said, I recently was seeing this guy, and it's weird because like I don't get emotionally involved too much, but I like let myself get really emotionally involved with this dude, and I was just like, I don't know what it is. And then I went to his concert with some friends, and I was just like, it's just been a mess. It's just been a mess. And my friend turns to me and she was like, what is it? Like, what? He's not that attractive. Like, what do you see about it? And it clicked in my head, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I have a Jesus fetish. Which is like real. Like, I said it as a joke, and then I was like, wait, there might be something there. There might be something there, unfortunately. He does look like Jesus, but not like white Jesus. Like, he's not blonde hair, blue eye Jesus. You know, well, I'm not gonna say it because it's too specific, but he's ethnic. Yeah, anyway, and you also like bond with people over trauma though too. Like, he is a pastor's kid, and I was like, there's a lot of like red flags here. And like I thought I had a fucked up like sexual I don't even want to call it coming out because I never have. It's just like I don't know, it's just like running around in the closet and like running into a bunch of shit, you know. It's like there's monsters in there like eating you and stuff. But anyway, I bonded with him, and I think part of it was just like we had all this like deep spiritual understanding and like a very like we like not often do you go on a date with a gay man, you spend the whole time like quoting Bible verses back and forth. But anyway, he's about 10 years older than me, and he's still like very much in the initial stages of figuring out his own sexuality, and that's just also a red flag, but that's okay. Okay, back in the closet, everybody. Yeah, but she was asking me about that, and she was like, what kind of guys you like, you know, like daddies or twinks, or like, and all those terms, like, they all scare me, because they're all just, it's so weird, like, with anybody, I'm like, can you not just be human beings? Right. Like, not to get off it, I'm going to go on a tangent anyway, but I say not to get off it, and then I do that thing that I'm saying I'm not going to do, but I'm going to do it anyway, so, but yeah, like, all the different labels, it's like, look, whatever somebody wants to be called, whatever, but like I said, people accusing me of, like, queer baiting or, like, calling me gay my whole life when I really was, like, trying to genuinely date women, and it's like, just let people be human beings. I mean, like, are we not at that point? Like, can we not just live our lives? Like, the world's on fire, bitches, you know? Like, the world is on fire. Alright, so, dating Jesus, okay, let's see. Yeah, anyway, oh yeah, so I will say 1 minute. Okay, and then the apocalypse takes place. No, but anyway, I'll pretty much close on my Jesus fetish, because honestly, I said that as a joke, and then I really was, like, reflecting on it more and more, and I was like, you know, it's weird, it's like, Jesus, like, is this, you know, you think you had abandonment issues before, like, we've been waiting for 2,000 years for this guy, and, like, you're just, like, still waiting, you know, and, it's like, he says all the right things, you know, but it just, like, doesn't fulfill those promises. I don't know, I'm still working through it, like, inner self and outer self, and, well, good luck, comrades. Let's not die this week.
Let's give it up for Barrett. That was awesome, man. Speaking your truth, bro. I love it.
And I agree, man. Jesus has ghosted us for 2,000 years. He said all the right things, but I don't want to find out he's not real. That would really fucking break my heart. But yeah, talking about the world being on fire. Yeah, you can come through, Mike. You don't need to hurt yourself. Be the hunchback of the LA School of Comedy. Talking about things on fire. My mom shared this new like health thing. Cold showers. You guys do cold showers? Anyone fucks? Yeah. It's kind of amazing. It's like a rush of dopamine. I see some people shaking their heads, specifically you two, but it is great because it is like, it brings like that's a come to Jesus moment for me, you know? And that's when I'm like, oh, I'm not stoned anymore. Oh, I gotta go to work. And I'm just like, oh, my dreams will come true. Like, you know, I need a sugar daddy. Like, all this shit's going through my head. I'm like, I need something. And like, I'm just like yelling in the shower at like 7 in the morning because my dreams aren't coming true. But anyway, I need help. Anyway, we're gonna keep the comedy going. You guys, more comedy?
Sure.
That's what we're here for. All right, I want you to put a warm hand of applause for this very talented lady, Sarah Lee, and her dog Bruce. And Bruce Lee.
Thank you, Andre. I probably said it wrong, right? I'm like, what do I say?
Oh, no. That's
Andre, I don't know. Jesus fetish, huh? I imagine he came though. So, a lot, right? So I tried quitting weed many times, and it's been very hard for me. One of the things that scares me the most is the wrath of God. So I thought, okay, let's. I used to teach children's Bible study, so I thought, okay, well, if I teach children's Bible study when I'm high, I'd surely go to hell. So I'm going to hell. I took that land of Kush and the burning bush to a whole new level. But it's always been easier for me to quit having sex than to stop smoking pot. Yeah, and you know, I do live in LA. Obviously, I found better weed and a better dick. And don't get me wrong, I smoke plenty of bad weed, but bad weed is just way better than a bad dick. And it's, you know, hard enough dating in LA, right? But like, I don't have sex either, and people are always like, well, why don't you try online dating? I'm like, well, what is my profile going to say, right? I don't have sex. I don't suck dick. And I'm a Christian. I'm like a triple threat. I'm like, who's gonna swipe on that? I'll tell you who. A nun fucker. Because you're gonna get none, fucker. And people say, well, why don't you go to church, you know, meet Christian guys? I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not supposed to go to church to find dick. There's no such thing as Book of Richard. And Christian guys aren't even better, right? Like, they're so judgmental, self-righteous, sanctimonious, you know, Republicans. And forget meeting athletes, it's Sunday. They're out playing sports, you know? Let's see. Oh, and people say all the time, Sarah, you're not a Christian. You know, you talk dirty, you know, you have a filthy mind, you know, whatever. I'm like, okay, look, I am a Christian. It's not like I kill people. And they say, Sarah, just because you don't kill people doesn't make you a Christian. And I say, you don't understand. I think about killing people all the time. And, you know, we're all sinners, right? Nobody's perfect. God meets you where you're at, you know? I mean, I think God would be pretty pissed if he gave up his only son for nothing, right? For me to not sin, to be perfect. He'll be like, oh, give him my only son for nothing. And some people say God is a woman. I strongly disagree. Because God forgives. You know, when he forgives, he just forgives. He doesn't bring it up over and over and over again, you know. He's never going to be like, Sarah, remember 3 years ago? And I'll be like, oh, Jesus, I thought you forgave me. Oh, you know who I hate? I hate people that brings their kid to a bar. Yeah, like, that's your punishment for having kids. You stay home, right? Let me drink in fucking peace. Like, I can't drink with, like, Timmy's beady eyes all watching me. But, and, like, some people take it to another level. Like, they bring their kids to work. So I ordered Instacart the other day. And the only reason I order Instacart is so that I don't have to carry the heavy shit. So I look out my window, and here's this guy, and he brought his son. So now he's trying to carry, like, my 18-pack of water, like my 158 load Tide, and my 20-pound jasmine rice. So I run out there and I grab my rice out of his hand. I'm like, it's okay, kiddo. And I look at the father and I punch him in the throat. No, but I wanted to, you know, but I just said, no tip. Oh, what is it? Oh, and I also hate old people in sports cars. It's like the worst, right? Like the sound of V8 going 60 miles per hour on the fast lane, like, move! Like, what the fuck are you doing? They can't even, like, and then on the local road, like, they can't even put their top down or they go even slower because their toupee might fall off. It's like, what are you doing? And it just tells me it took you this long to buy that car. Like, you just didn't make it when you were young, you know? But don't get me wrong, I hate Asian drivers too. Every day at 5 o'clock on the 405, I'm like, die, you motherfuckers. Die. I am an excellent driver. I just spend a lot of time talking to insurance companies. You know, there's a day to celebrate everything. So like bring your dog to work day, like International Women's Day. I think they even have like National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. So stupid. And I think there should be a day where you say no. So I know, it's always been hard for me to like say no to people. I have a hard time creating boundaries and I'm like a people pleaser. So I remember the day I was finally able to be like, no, fuck you, Dad. I have to love myself too. You know? It's very liberating. It's been 3 amazing years and it should be celebrated. But now I say no to everything. I go to Costco and they'll be like, would you like some sample? I'm like, no. McDonald's, they're like, would you like some fries? No. Would you like to stop child hunger by donating some money? Fuck no. So I found out that my mom's not my mom.
Oh.
I know. It turns out my dad's not my motherfucker. And I got so depressed, you know? But she used to always like drop hints, you know, say it over and over again, you know, like tell me my horrible childhood stories, and tell me, you know, my dad had to bribe her and all this stuff. But anyway, so I got really mad, I know, and I said, you know, like, God frowns upon you, or whatever I said, you know, I hate you, you know. And then right after the conversation where I told her to die, she got diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer.
Oh.
I know. I was like, now I'm the asshole? Like, come on, right? And out of all the days that she could die, as her last asshole move, she decided to die on my birthday. I know, that bitch. I was like, no wonder you got cancer. No, but I miss her very much. I really loved her. But anyway, so when I was depressed, I adopted a dog, right? I got my emotional support dog, Bruce Lee and Bobby Lee.
All right.
Thank you. And then Bobby Lee passed away recently. I know. I was so upset. I was like, he was taking his last breath, and I said to him, you're fired. You know? The worst emotional support dog ever. Like, the worst timing to die. And people say the craziest things. So I have this neighbor, and, you know, he died all of a sudden. Like, he was totally healthy, and then he died. And then this crazy woman would tell me, like, Sarah, last time I saw Bobby, I looked into his eyes, and I saw the pain. And he said, just tell mommy to let me go. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, his eyes never told me anything. He was totally healthy, right? And then even after he died, she'll tell me to come over and say the same shit. She'll be like, Sarah, when I saw Bobby, I saw the pain in his eyes. And sometimes you just need to let him go. And I said, funny, I saw your husband. And last time I looked into his eyes, he said he wanted an anal. So I think you should go home and let him fuck you up your ass, right? I said, look into these eyes. These eyes are saying, shut up, shut the fuck up, die. Read these eyes. Anyway, that's it. Sarah Lee. Oh, I'm going to be at Comedy Boulevard tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Hopefully I'll have this whole shit memorized. It'll be like a final for me. Thank you.
Give it up for Sarah and Bruce.
I love a good dead dog joke, right? Let's keep the comedy going. You guys ready? More? All right, you guys know we wouldn't be able to do this show without your awesome producer, Ryan Benson over here. He is the man, the myth, the producer, and he is going to come up here. And before he leaves us, he is taking his talents abroad to London, to Conservatory. So we want to go ahead and give him some time to give us a show, baby. Come on, you ready? Let's go, baby.
That make me feel better about myself.
Yeah, baby.
Have fun.
Big round of applause for everyone. You guys came out here. You pushed your depression aside, and then you felt like doing something today. Intermittent fasting, I do that, but it's more like I just wake up at 2 in the afternoon. So I've been doing good, working out again. I think masturbation's kind of like working out. It's like as I was in high school, people were like, video games aren't a sport. And I'm like, they kind of are. And I was like, jacking off the sport too. I was like, no one understood that. I was like, you could say, like, athletes, like, they get paid to do sports. Porn stars get paid to fuck. It's all kind of the same thing. So I feel like I'm getting there. But I don't want to be a porn star yet. I'm waiting. I want to be first known as an actor and then a porn actor. But it's more like an artist I want to be. I want to, like, people to know the underlying meaning of when I'm skull fucking someone. It's to show, like, my pain against society and the man. It's when I'm giving it to it as I'm just drilling hard into their mouth. But yeah, I mean, see, I'm not trying to get you. I'm trying to make you uncomfortable. It makes me feel good. So that's usually why I'm here. National Girlfriends Day, guys. You see those Instagram posts of all their fun girlfriends. Quirky girls, cool stuff. I got a girlfriend now. Her name's Jill, Jill. She's pretty good. I used to date another one, Pamela Henderson. Yeah, but broke up with her, couldn't stand it. But Jill's been doing, I actually was used to jack off on the right hand and switch to left. Not ambidextrous, but I just got used to it, and it's the life. But you're jacking off too much when you get road burn. But it's okay. It's like you can easily find holes around. It's like I don't see gender. I see holes. So I don't know if that's better. Like it's not objective. I'm objectify everyone sometimes, but it's like that's just when guys, they get horny, and then that's all that matters to them. So there's a lot of times where that post-nut clarity, you're just like, what have I done with my life? I don't know. I mean, you got post-nut clarity, pre-nut confusion, which implies mid-nut learning. So it's some good stuff there. So I've had a pretty chill weekend, a lot of sleep, jacking off. And I was on a film set a couple days ago. It was fun. I had my pants down for a lot of it. I was in the bathroom, pants down, ramen dropping on me. That's kind of how it went. I mean, it was like an Uber Eats commercial thing. It was not like a real one. It's just like, the school, like a guy's thesis thing, but I got paid like $350. So I'm happy.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, and it's about all gone now. I mean, a lot of just buying shit, You got the family supporting me. They're like, yeah, I got my mom was a teacher, dad's a businessman, and then I was like, yeah, I want to be an actor. I'm like, okay. And then it's the same reaction I told them when I was like, I'm pansexual. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but okay. Well, just do you, as long as you don't go to jail. So far we're doing good. Cops were following me on my way here. But it's like I still get scared, even though I know I'm white, so it won't be that bad. But in the end, it's like, I know that, I used to just smoke a ton of weed, so I'd always be high driving, and I always have weed on me, so I'm innately scared. But now I have nothing to worry about, so I'm just always scared. But I mean, that's just, I don't know. When I go to Chipotle, I immediately get sad, because when a cop walks in, it's over by, you go to USC, University of Spoiled Children, so it's good. I mean, with the guys, you step right off USC and you get stabbed, so it's kind of a struggle. Yeah, it's a great gated community, but you step out there and you're South Central. So I mean, it's luckily I've talked to a lot of Uber drivers about this. I'm good at I give off a good I can give that the look, I'm like a straight man, you don't fuck with me. I can easily just I look, I have an angry face. I'm walking down, and anyone I see a homeless guy, they want to talk to me, or just I look right through them. Because it's I want money too, so I'm not begging for it. You got to work for it at least. I don't know. And then with dating apps and stuff, a lot of the people down there, they're just they want money too. They're just kind of being hookers or whatever. I don't know, sex work. But they do that, and then I've had times where I'm just talking to them. I think it's a fun conversation. They're like, "Can you send me money?" And I'm like, "No, I need money too." I want to get in on it, but it's I don't know. I don't like. I like, you know, I don't want to work for it that hard, and I don't want to pay for it. It's too much work. You could easily you just lower your standards down, and eventually someone will come for you. But you know, I kind of go for. You can tell a lot about a person with what dating apps they're on. You know, there's a lot of different ones out there. You got the Jewish one, Farmers Only, and for me, I'm on Hinge and Grindr. So you know, good mix up. I'm kind of like, you know, I'm looking for the love of my life, but I'm also trying to get my dick sucked. So. You know, it's like, you know, up in the air. We're seeing, but right now I'm using Hinge just to get them good MILF baddies. So it's like, you know, it's like people are my age. It's too much work. I want someone who's like, I want desperation. So then I don't feel bad about just doing whatever. It's like they just want to fuck me. So I know that, so I don't need to worry about anything. And it's like most of the time I've had, I know, like my first MILF encounter, I was like 18 out here. You know, just. That's when I was on Hot or Not. That one, remember? You know that one? Yeah, that's how. Like that's if on the bottom of the barrel.
Hot or not?
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I mean, you find out if they're hot or not.
Oh, sounds like a game show.
Yeah. It didn't. You know, there's a lot. It's really a lot. It's the bottom of the barrel there. It's like. Yeah, it's like there's like people that are like really like Tinder's the main one. It's like, but it's like still hook up Hinge, Bumble. Like they're all like those are the main ones. There's so many other apps and websites, but then Hot or Not still like. It's an app and it's not a website, but it's like, so it's still, you just really get the people that are really just struggling to find anything because they got nothing on Tinder, so you can go to other ones. It's like, it's just the apps, the algorithm. No, you're just ugly. It's kind of like, it's that, but then Grindr is like kind of that, but it gets a lot good and bit mixed because it's like, if you're a hot, like gay or trans person, you're going to be able to get enough relationship stuff from the normal apps. But then people are just like, it's Grindr, you know, it helped me out. But, I mean, I get a good average of 5 dick pics a day. So, I mean, I get all, like, you know, I mean, I think it seems good. I mean, most of them aren't good. It's like, yeah, I mean, a lot of the times I just kind of, like, check it out, and then I block all the guys that I don't like, and then I just kind of, like, look for, I don't know, a good amount of transgender people there that I'm a fan. I like the idea of just different genitalia on different people. Like, you don't understand what they are. It's like, I don't know. I like ambiguity. It's so ambiguous that I can't say it. So it's like, you know, like for me too, I kind of give off that, you know, am I straight, am I gay, am I autistic? We thought I was autistic for a bit. It was a whole thing. When I first came out here, my therapist manipulated me and it was like, I don't want to deal with you. It's like, let's say you're autistic. Whenever you struck, you know, maybe you're just a bit fucked up. So I had a ton of jokes for that, you know? Like, you know, gotta take the short bus home. It's easy. It's an easy pickings, but now I can't, you know. Or I could just fake it. That's like half the people that do it. It's you just want to be an asshole and you just say, yeah, I got weird problems. But it's good. Yeah. It's all spectrum shit, you know. But what else do I want to talk about? I mean, yeah, I was pants down, got paid. It was good. Here for another 2 weeks, doing this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you're bound to just, you know, last time it was all about rape, so I'm glad we're not on that. Yeah, you know, you see silence. That's the one thing, you know, you say it in a crowd and it just really changes it. So it's cool, you know. Here's a good one. It's a, get ready. So, you know, this is, you just go with me for this one. What words, how do you, like, I'm going to give you some letters, just what word you get with this? Nigger. Ginger. Think it. Good?
No.
You don't like that one?
I laugh.
It's a good one, you know?
Yeah.
It's a good one. Because, like, you can't, like, I don't know. I wanted to see it because it's like,
One cringe.
yeah, it's good. That's what I want. I feel, whenever I feel cringe, I just know that I get harder tonight. Yeah, that one got a laugh.
I thought you were going to close with a rape joke.
Oh, no. No, you don't remember that. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, you can't. So yeah, like being a redhead and stuff. You know, it's not like I get bullied for that, but you can't pull a race card, a gender card, or anything. It's not a thing. You just get bullied just for my appearance of stuff. But I mean, like, it's like a weird thing with redhead. It's like you usually have an allergy. It's like whenever someone makes fun of you, you get tears in your eyes. It just kind of happens. So. But I mean, what else do I want to talk about? It's kind of it. I mean, I'm glad I was able to just go through the weird, awkward stuff. It's my favorite, because usually when I do that in public, people walk away from me, and now you guys can't. So you guys got to steal. You picking your nose? Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Patty, I enjoy staring at you. I appreciate it.
Feeling is mutual.
Yeah, you big Fox guy? You're the Fox Sports,
Oh
man.
shit.
It's baseball.
Yeah. Baseball. I played a baseball pitcher in the court show I was in last week. Yeah. I don't care about baseball, but I got injured playing baseball, I guess, and I was suing my roommate, you know. $70,000. I lost. I'm not good at, no, I don't. You don't want to trust me in court, I guess. But it was a fake court. Everything's fake. God isn't real. And everyone, just kill yourself if you really don't want to. Thank you, Obama.
Hey, let's give it up for producer, Ryan.
Yeah, I produced this. That's why I'm better behind the camera.
All right. I got booked for something too, man. I got booked for this ethnic voiceover, obviously, you know, because they don't need to see my face to confirm. But I imagine it was like the Javier Bardem of reading nursery rhymes, you know? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the hose out. Yeah, it was for Scientology, sci-fi movie. All right, we're gonna keep it going here. Good stuff, Ryan. Gonna miss you, man. Who are we gonna have producing? That's the real question, you know?
Not my problem.
Yeah, don't. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make some stuff. We're gonna do some Funky Fridays music and stuff. So get excited for that. If you got other talents, you got friends who got talent, bring them in. But right now, talking about Scientology, obviously the face of Scientology is a really good-looking man, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Just wanted to feel that one out. No one feels that way. But this next performer, he's a lady charmer. He's a handsome devil. Give it up for Kenzie.
Kenzie the lady charmer. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Andre. Thanks a lot. Sorry I was late, guys. I was on a date with an Italian Trump supporter who looked like Jesus. I was a dude. Questioning my sexuality as well. Always. Yeah, Patty, one of these days, we're gonna fuck. We're gonna scratch the comedy. We're gonna hop on this couch.
Right on that couch.
It's gonna be hot. I'm into old guys. I like old perverts. I'm for old perverted men. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, old perverts, man. I've hung out with a lot of old perverts. I umpired baseball games for 7 years. It's like all these old umpire dudes. The median age of my coworkers was like 68. Like up to 82, you know, they were for real getting blind. Like it was for real, almost blind umpires. But like all of them were a bunch of old pervs, and they loved to hear about my like escapades and my dating life and all that kind of stuff. They'd like get off on it. And but there's this one guy, Les. He might be dead. I haven't heard from him in a while. He was getting real old, but Les like. Old, like 5'4". He was probably 5'11" at one point, but he was getting down there. He was getting low, like white hair, skinny, old guy. He would tell me these sex stories. Sex stories from really old guys are great. They're so great. They get so into it. They get like super stoked. Like they're like having flashbacks, like maybe a stroke halfway through. But yeah, Les was telling me one time, he was like, Kenzie, it was when I was 22 years old. I was in my BMW and this girl was giving me a hand job for the first time. And she put her thumb over the tip of my dick as I was about to come and wouldn't let me come. And she held it there like torture for 17 seconds. And then I exploded all over my own face. This is coming from like a 75-year-old. This is a true story. Les, God bless the man. I think rest in peace, maybe. I tried texting him like a month ago and I haven't heard back, so he might be dead. Yeah, it sucks with like friends, you know, they eventually die. Yeah. You know?
I don't know why you're looking at me.
One of these days you're just gonna be gone. We're like, what happened to Patty? He was pretty old. He was pretty old. Oh shit. Yeah.
You're here.
Old perverted man. Let's give it up for old perverted man. Hey. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah, jeez, Rick. What else? Okay, let's snap back to it. All right, it's 2022, you know, but 2020's still lingering, dude. 2020's, you know, it's like 2022 is Shrek trying to go on a mission, and 2020 is like Donkey, but way less cool. Like instead of Eddie Murphy, it's Jordan Peele or something. And then, you know, instead of waffles, they're doing dry oats in the morning. It's like, fuck you, Donkey. But, yeah. But, like, a lot of good did come. A lot of good did come from 2020, you know? You know, I had a good time. I retired. That was great. I'm ending that. This is my last week of retirement. I'll get back to that. But yeah, 2020 had some good things. I think the best thing that came from it was more people shopping at black-owned businesses. I think that was one of the best things, you know, taking care of business, like racial business economically. I think that's the way, like, to do it. I mean, it seems like, it's capitalism, so you got to do it economically. It's probably not going to happen. But, you know, I feel like some people probably took that way too far. You know, like a couple was on a date. It was like a white dude going out with maybe like a black chick, and they went into a business, and as soon as he got in there, he just demanded to see the owner, you know, and if it's a white guy, he's throwing a fucking tantrum. He's like, I'm fucking out of here. I'm taking my business elsewhere. I hope your children starve. And you know what? I'm going to go get some gasoline and some matches, and I'm going to burn this place to the ground, Peter, you know? And Peter's just standing there, you know, like, I'm just trying to sell fucking sourdough bread bowls, man. Yeah, poor Peter. You know, a little cashier girl. She's like, should I call the cops? Peter's like, no, that'll make things worse. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I think, yeah, that was a good thing that came from 2020. You know? Mm-hmm. Dude's throwing fits. Dude's throwing tantrums. But, moving on. What else did we want to get into? Oh, yeah, I'm coming out of retirement. Yeah, I just took a year and a half off of work. That was dope. But I'm getting back into work now. I'm going to be working from home, which begs the question, if I'm working from home, and Ryan, you're going to like this, and if I'm jerking off while on the clock, does that qualify me as a sex worker?
No, it's a sex offender, I think.
Is that
Jerking off during work, at work.
Well, you're working from home, though. So, I don't think that's sex
HR,
offending. Talk to HR. That's a question for HR. My first week. Hey guys.
Yeah, that'd be great. Great start.
Just you know, for a friend. But yeah, man, gonna be working from home. That's gonna be cool. Getting back into finance, fulfilling my destiny as a finance bro, and you know, spreading the good word of capitalism. You know, it's great. Gotta love it, gotta love the markets. Man, gotta love the markets, dude. I feel like a bad day in the markets is kind of like a man version of a period. You know, everything's red. We're in real bad moods. You know, I mean, if you're a man with money. But, like, if you don't, then, like, who gives a shit? Like, you know, that's like birth control, right? Not having money is like birth control. Yeah, I mean, it's harder to get laid, for sure, if you don't have money. That's, being broke and dating is not, you know. And being broke and dating is not easy. So for guys out here, y'all know what's up. You know, you got a few options. Let's go to the beach. Let's grab a coffee. You can afford a $6 coffee. Yeah, for two. Fuck, that's $12. Fuck. Oh, shit. It's getting up there. Yeah, being broke and dating is not easy for anybody. I feel like chicks too, because I mean, yeah, y'all get desperate. Yeah, chicks be getting desperate. Yeah, that's for sure. Chicks and dudes out here all getting desperate in LA. We're just trying to survive. Just trying to make ends meet and hopefully not get murdered or anything like that. let's just keep on rambling, you know? I feel like Elon Musk is a pretty good guy. I feel like he's an okay guy. I mean, he's a father. That's a noble thing to be. Got a day of celebration for fathers out there. You know, he seems like a good dad. He provides for his kids. He's putting food on the table. That's a good thing to do for a person. You know, he's leading the wave in electric vehicles. You know, he made electric vehicles sexy. You know, fucking Priuses weren't doing it. It wasn't until Elon Musk named his fleet of cars Sex-E that, and that's the thing, there's the S, there's the E, there's the X, there's the Y. He did it because he's fucking troll, you know? But he made electric vehicles sexy. He made them dope. He made them cool, and now everybody's going electric, and now all the other automobile agencies are trying to catch up with what he's done in order to capture that share of the market. You know, these aren't jokes, but like Ryan, I have trapped y'all in my shitty thought process. I'm in a rambling mood. Yeah, I actually did come from a date before this, not with an Italian Trump supporter.
Look at that.
With a model. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Yo, what if your name was Gaywad Fagetson? What if it was Gaywad Fagetson, dude? Like, 1 minute? Oh, thank God.
No, yes,
It's 1 minute.
yes, if there is a punchline.
I mean, just imagine. No, I'm like, imagine.
Oh, okay.
Like, and you're walking, like, for real. This is an alternative reality. Your name is Gaywad Fagetson. And, you know, just imagine how, like, and if you were, like, a straight white guy.
That's what my dad will.
Anyways, yeah, pop the sock. All right, I'm Kenzie. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, Kenzie.
Thank you.
Not at all shitty, man.
What if Gaywad Fagetson went to Starbucks? They write that on the cup.
That's actually the skit that I
We were going to farm.
Yeah.
All right, these you twos are gonna be up to something later. I sense it.
We might get busy.
Yeah,
We might
yeah.
get
Make his dreams come true.
You put a furniture cover on the couch.
Bye, Pete. We'll see. BRB. BRB. No. Go. That's cool, man. Dude, this is a family environment. You know, safe space. I say always safe space.
Yourself out.
You guys watch UFC? Anyone watch UFC?
Sure.
Yeah. My favorite UFC is women's UFC because they are so intense. Also, like, they are so nice because they have psychological warfare. Whereas, like, the dudes will, no, this is serious. Like, I have mad respect for them, but they'll, like, the dudes, like, if you get on the ground, you'll wait for them to come up, you know, when they're trying to, like, mount you. There's no way to make this, less gay than it is. It's pretty fucking great, actually. I did Taekwondo for 12 years. I mounted a lot of dudes, and yeah, no, but the thing is when the women do it, like, they'll be like, also be like nice, you know, they'll be like, no, stop, you know, stop it, you know, like, they'll be like, where the guy will be like, come on, man, get up, you know, I'm not gonna go ground game because, like, I'm mostly, like, an upper game, you know, like, I'm most, anyway, that bit's undeveloped. We're gonna keep the comedy going. I don't know where we lost a few of our comedians, but it happens in this building. So, anyway, transitioning from a fantastic UFC joke that was failed, we're gonna transition to a very fantastic female comedian.
Hey!
I want you to give it up for this funny lady. She is amazing and always brings it. So give it up for the fantastic Sam. Thank you. I wanted to put you as her headliner, but BRB.
Yeah, I pay him to say that shit. Fuck paying Ryan, I pay Andre. So, good news. Leader of Al Qaeda was killed today. That's what the headline said. It wasn't enough clickbait for me to actually read the article. Because as a people, we have been desensitized. For lack of a better term, our, a human era has been circumcised. We feel less, and there's less room for depth, everything is just a little, because it's like, if it's not a mass shooting, I'm not going to click on it. He's not a kid, you know. It was kind of retro to me. I was like, Al-Qaeda? Really? That's not really trending anymore. I told my sister that, and she was like, isn't he already dead? I was like, Obama bin Laden? And I was like, baby, you think TikTok would fix that shit? No. Something interesting about life is me. No. People like my age make jokes about anything, but we're called snowflakes. Right. It's like, how many snowflakes do you know that have tried to kill themselves? Dude, all the time. The snowflake generation, boom, boom, boom. There's gonna be no more snowflakes. Even each of them is unique, but their attempts may not be. I think more people who call people snowflakes should attempt. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Make it rain. Yeah, my generation makes jokes about a lot of things. There's a lot of Helen Keller lore out there.
Oh.
You know, how did she write a book? How was she a racist? How was she so fucking hot? Yeah. How do blind people have sex? It's all dirty talk. Damn, is that your arm? You know, you have tiny tits, you put it on your stomach, and they're like, damn, you got nice tits. And they're like, you call me fucking fat, bitch? You know? My friend was like, they're probably really good at finding the clit, because they read Braille. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a blind person in here. You know, they can find the door. I don't know. Just blind people make me uncomfortable because I have a need to feel seen, you know? And I'm like, why can't it go both ways right now? Why is it all about you and your fucking cute-ass dog? You think they don't know what kind of blind dog, what is it? Service dog? Yeah, there we go. They don't know what kind of service dog they have. They could be walking around with a fucking Yorkie. That's not gonna help anyone who's blind. They can barely fucking see all that hair in their face. Fuck a Yorkie. Yeah. I was thinking about the KKK, and they needed a club. They needed people to talk to. They had to get together somehow, you know. These men, they didn't have friends, you know. I feel for them. It was one of the only clubs. Now, they just settle for, like, golf club locker room. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing, basically. You know, they have a little uniform, friendships, secrets. They're all naked. That makes me laugh. It didn't make you laugh, but it makes me laugh because, like, the most homophobic people have seen, like, the most naked men. And that makes me happy. You know, like, you say, like, the thing you're scared of is, like, what you are, what you want to be. So I'm like, success, you know? Unconditional love. Looking in the mirror without vomiting in my mouth, you know? Oh, shit. There's a mirror right there. Yeah. I have ADHD. Woo! That was a pregnant pause. You know that phrase? A pregnant pause is when somebody got fucked because it's like somebody's asking you to speak and you're fucked if you don't talk, so you're pregnant in the pause. Basically, the joke is when people have sex, sometimes they can get pregnant. Yeah, I think that's cool. Like being pregnant or having chlamydia, you know, similar things. Like, it's evidence. You know, it's evidence. Like, who was talking about this? You were talking about, like, walking out on your parents having sex. Like, I was like, I wish. Both. Either. Both at the same time. Same house. Adjacent rooms. I wish. I literally wish. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, where did I come from? Not sex. Yeah. Because I feel like my parents aren't having sex, to be honest, and I'm really worried about it. So I accidentally leave stuff around the house, you know, like that porn that they'll find. I'm like, oh no, you saw that? They're like, why are you watching Jewish fat man, Argentinian woman porn? If they're watching, I'm literally gonna fucking die. But what I told my mom the clit Braille joke. And she was like, don't say that. I was like, first of all, name a blind person you know. And name where to find a clit, because I know you don't know. And then I was like, okay, don't watch it. And she was like, yeah, you don't care if I watch it. And I came back, I was like, do you realize that's passive aggression? She's like, I don't know those therapy words that you're talking about. And I was like, damn. Yeah, one time my parents found porn on my computer. I was at my best friend's house, who, you know, they obviously hate. And I get this, like, just full-on text, just, like, no chub, just, like, full-on text from my father. And it was, like, Samantha. I'm like, who is that? It's me. That's my full name. Samantha, your mother, also full terms, just going in. Your mother has found some hardcore porn on your computer. Never seen her this upset. I'm like, damn. You're just trying to lie to yourself to make yourself feel better. I know she's been more upset at you. It's not a contest. And so I'm like freaking the fuck out. I just call my mom without thinking. And I asked the first question, why are you on my computer? And she was like, it was falling. And I was like, babe, come on right now. Like, come on. Like, just say you're obsessed with me. Like, you don't need to lie to me right now. You're not good at it. That's why I'm not good at lying, because my parents never taught me. Because they weren't having sex, so they didn't have to lie about anything. So, yeah. And I had 2 tabs open. One of them said, I don't know if I told you this, how to give a good blowjob was tab number 1. How to suck good dick was tab number 2 for comparison. I was in AP research at one point. Yeah. And looking back, it was like the grammar was wrong. Like how to suck good cock, like how to suck a good cock, not how to suck cock well. Yeah. That was the most embarrassing part. I'm like, Mom, I'm starting to see that, you know. Shit, I want to be a writer. Fuck, you know. I was so distracted by how, you know, exciting it was to see those how-to videos. So, one, I learned that was, like, hardcore for my mom. And I was like, again, like, shit, what is going on in this house? Not blowjobs. Yeah, that shit, like, I used to be fucking crazy. Used to. Like, in a fight once, I was like, I see why you don't give blowjobs. And I was like, fuck, I should not have said that. But I did. And now I said it again. Or, like, one time, I have a cousin who's transgender, and she was in my room, and I was taking a shower or whatever, and my mom knocked on the door and was like, I would prefer if you waited outside, like, the room to my cousin. And so I got out of the shower, like, soap, whatever, towel. I was, like, checked in with my cousin, and then I went to my mom, I was like, what was that? She was like, you broke a rule in our house. I wasn't gonna get into, like, what is this rule, whatever. And I was like, if it was a rule, you need to tell me it was a rule. And she was like, well, I don't know what their sexuality is. My cousin. So I do what a human being does. I drop my towel and I ask my mom if she wants to fuck me. Hey. Because that's what you're saying. I'm so sexy that my family member didn't try to fuck me. Like, that's crazy. Best compliment. Like, with the blowjob thing, like, I thought, like, she would want me to be the best at something. You know? Like, if I brought a guy home, pull my mom aside, like, listen, you did something right with this one. You know, comments to the shove, like, what are you doing? You know? Well, I always give her popsicles because I don't like them. You know, I was training her for something. Yeah, when I looked it up, it actually came up on the website Indeed to get jobs. And I was like, shit, this is what I was missing in AP Gov. No, our AP Gov teacher, the only thing I knew about him, I got to school in 8th grade and everyone's like telling me little things about the teachers and they're like, Mr. Allen, he's into Asian girls. And I was like, damn. And then you walk in the classroom and it's like, UCLA, whatever, rock and roll. Paintings he's done of Asian women, skirt up, like side profile, whatever. Yeah, he was the one who did a Zoom with his shirt off. Oh, that is a sex offender. That's like not cute, you know. That's not cute at all. If he was cute though, he's cute. Yeah, that's like an old pervert. That's like again like retro. You know, like if you're gonna do it right. Yeah, I'm not like looking at you like you know. If you're gonna be a pervert, like do like him. You know. Yeah, I would really hate if Patty died. That's how I'm gonna end it. I really don't want Patty to die. I love Patty.
I will live forever.
Let's give it up for Patty.
Give it up for Sam.
Well, I'm glad there's someone then.
Old perverts. Ain't that the place to talk about it? Patty, you're gonna live forever, baby.
That's what I thought.
Just, yeah.
I'm born of you and Kenzie's gonna live forever.
It's gonna be hot too.
If he dies, we all jinxed it.
We really need to get past this, guys. We gotta keep the show going.
Maybe in my twilight, I can become a porno star. Like a geriatric fucking porno star.
In my twilight. You know, the porn stars, they get older, they're like become businessmen, you know what I mean? They're like business sluts, literally, you know? Like they work really hard, they put their own money into it, and they'll have sex with anyone they have to get ahead. And, you know, that's your career path. Well, you got a subscriber right here, and I'm sure everyone else in this room too.
Use their head together.
You guys will subscribe to my
Your Patreon, you know.
my Patreon.
Yeah, your sex Patreon.
Nobody wants to see that, believe me. I've got a mirror in my room. I don't want to see it.
Let's give it up for Sam real quick. That was great. That's lovely. It's great perspectives. I love it. I feel like I always learn because I'm like, I'm getting old, you know? But like, people still can't tell if I'm 25 or 40, which is fine with me. We'll just keep riding that into the sunset. But riding into the sunset is your headliner right now. His name is Pete. He's going to bring the crowd down. He's going to make us laugh. Give their hand up. Oh, the real applause. Come on. Thanks for coming. Let's do it, bro.
Hello.
Hi.
I heard Sam's stand-up. It was pretty funny.
Sounds good.
You're all
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
We can't tell.
You got this, man. You got this.
Hey.
I bought the glasses. I brought the glasses. I don't know, guys. My heart is beating so fast. It's crazy.
I'm too young to die.
I'm not.
Let me try this out. Let me try this out again. Let's see if it works.
Yeah. Well, the music.
Let's see. What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing up here?
Kind of like the Tom Cruise experience.
I like it.
Guys, you know, this is me in LA right now. It's August 1st, 2022.
Yeah.
I hate Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk could shove a stick up his ass.
Yo, same.
I'm tired of pretending like we should just suck his dick because he makes cars and gives people jobs. Fuck Elon Musk. He's a great character for like a political thriller. Yeah, I thought Donald Trump was decent, but like Elon Musk is crazy for a political thriller. That's who people you know look up to. A lot of young men. Andrew Tate is huge right now. Also, fuck that guy as well. What a sheep in wolf's clothing. This generation of men believing women are beneath them. They call themselves high-value men. Andrew Tate. He's really rich because he was a fighter, and he convinced women that they're too lazy and dumb to do finances while they ran little OnlyFans. But this is a little more sketchy. This is more like therapy for guys who like pornography. So he makes a lot of money. He takes 80% of what they make. Just thought you guys should know that. He's blown up on TikTok, I'm sure you all know. Youth. The red pills, the red pillars. Everyone here has been awesome. I really appreciate that. Everybody's bringing their best. Every time I come to these, people just bring their all. It's wild, but
Just give it up for everybody. This is like a panel, right? And the guy who has the panel is usually like the dumbest on stage. Isn't that the funniest thing? They're like, tell us, explain it to us, buffoons, on this stage. I'm real superstitious, but I don't believe in karma yet. But I'm an astrology bitch. And a numerology bitch. I'll be counting license plate numbers and then asking my girlfriend, do you think the number 2 is a chill number? You think it has a vibe that means something? My favorite number is 36. Why? Why is it a good number? Like, I know why. I could probably, yeah, I can explain it. I don't mean to. This isn't a dialogue here, gentlemen. All right? All right. I know, I fucking suck. I'm talking to you guys. I fucking suck. That's why I get nervous and I can't go out sometimes and like, you know, drugs are good. That's what helps a lot. And everything for me in my life, that's what I run to. And stop the music, because that's enough of that. Enough of Chopin. I love paying $20 for parking. I was talking to my girlfriend, we do long distance, right? And she goes ahead and tells me, like, we're not talking because I work sometimes, and like, you know, my work is pretty much like my side chick. And she's like, oh, I'm like, you know, assuming what she would be concerned about not hearing from me from working. I'm like, oh, like, I might be cheating on you. And she immediately says, oh no, I'm not worried about that. And I straight up died inside. I felt like, wow. I didn't express anything, but I still have a grudge about it, you know. Why can't I be that guy, right? But, you know, that's a little bit of the Andrew Tate venom. The red pill there, purple pilled, soon to be black pilled. But, you know, it's good to be in a relationship, especially out here. You gotta keep people you love close, they support you, you keep in touch with them. Never forget where you came from, right? That's what everybody has told me when I said, I'm trying to come to LA, I'm trying to move out here because I like the weather. What can I say? That's it. That's all I want from being here is the good weather. But yeah, it's a lot of good things, you know. Therapy and not looking gay. I'm going into like Bed Bath & Beyond and stuff like that. When you have a girlfriend, you can do that. Which is nice. What do I do now? You know, there are people who invent products that don't take skin color into account, which is interesting. You know, there's these oxygen readers that you put on your fingers that you shoot light into your skin and if a certain and they use them during COVID to determine if you deserve a spot in the hospital oxygenation intensive care units, and it didn't account for darker skin pigmentations, which meant that African Americans were slighted from being deserved into these intensive care facilities. Just thought that was an interesting tidbit of information there. That, you know, it's still racist out here. Right? Because people who fund those technologies, who got the money? white guys. I'm not saying they're racist. I didn't say that. They just have all the money. I didn't say that. I just said that they have all the money, and they're not taking into account what I just said. So my name is Peter Vivas. You can find me on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff on there. And then there's, my Instagram. There's not much there. My story maybe, but there's not much. All right, have a good night, everybody.
Since you said it, hope you're careful. You look like GQ Elon Musk. Does you guys not agree? No, you kind of do, man. It's the hair and the eyebrows. It's not. Listen, it's not bad.
He's not even natural. That's fake hair.
Oh yeah, he probably got Bosley. Yeah.
He definitely did.
You guys know Bosley?
You've got it. The thing is, with your glasses and your grin, if you did a little Tom Cruise, like the pointing or the jumping up and down, it would be a secret weapon.
You think so?
Just go to the YouTube. You can how to do Tom Cruise.
How to do Tom
Put
Cruise.
those glasses on and do the grin. You could just point. Have a peak point.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Elon more.
Elon?
Yeah.
You could do Elon Cruz.
Elon.
Like impersonation.
Same skin color as Elon.
Who does?
Elon is
that
pale. He's like a blue whale.
He does. Yes. You guys saw that pic of him shirtless? That's a look. We all saw that, and we're like felt a little bit better about ourselves, just a bit. Okay, you guys have been fantastic. Thank you for sticking around. Everyone, you were awesome. This was fun. Honestly, you guys lifted my spirits, and I hope you lifted yours. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, LA School of Comedy, we are going to bring it. Give yourselves a hand of applause. Give our producer real quick. Hand of applause. You may never see this man again. I know. Sad times. But he will be here for 2 more weeks. So, if you are interested in comedy, come here Wednesday. We're going to do an open mic. Thank you for coming, ladies. Hope to see you again, hopefully on stage. All right, and we are out of here. Thank you again, guys.